Do you love me?
I'm trying to protect you.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
I love you! From the moment I saw you trying to go over the wall, I have loved you desperately. I cannot breathe when you are not near. I love you, Charlotte. My heart calls your name.
Hello everyone! In this part of the video, I will explain the concept of divorce from psychological and sociological perspective, the main factors that cause divorce, and several theories that help us understand divorce in family life. From a psychological perspective, divorce is not only the legal ending of marriage, but also the termination of emotional and psychological bonds between husband and wife. Divorce often leads to emotional stress, feeling of loss, and change in family roles, especially for children. From a sociological perspective, divorce is seen as a social phenomenon that reflects the breakdown of the family as a social institution. It affects family stabilization, social roles, and the process of socialization within the family and society. There are several main factors that commonly lead to divorce. First, economic problems, such as unstable income or financial stress, which often trigger conflict in marriage. Second, poor communication, where couple fails to express feelings, needs, and expectations effectively. Third, the presence of a third party of infidelity, which damages trust and emotional security in the relationship. When this factor continue without resolution, divorce is often seen as the final solution. Several psychological and family theories help explain divorce. The family stress theory suggests that divorce occurs when family stress exceeds the couple and coping ability. Two, the family system theory views the family as an interconnected system where conflict between parents affect all family members, especially children. 3. The attachment theory explains that divorce can disrupt emotional bonds, leading to insecurity and emotional difficulties in children. Finally, according to Erickson's psychological development theory, divorce can act as a developmental crisis that interferes with children's emotional and social growth. In conclusion, divorce is a complex issue involving psychological, social, and relational factors, and it has significant impacts on family members, especially children.
Okay, next we're going to talk about psychological impact on children. So the first one is emotional impact. After a divorce, children and teens often feel sad, angry, confused, and anxious. They might feel like they're safe, family falls apart, and that one parent has abandoned them. Their emotional security becomes shaken. Some recover, but only with strong and consistent support from the beginning. The second one is behavioral and mental health issues. Mental health problems may appear such as depression, anxiety, social difficulties, and lower school performance. Behavior can also change, become easily irritated, isolating themselves, or showing aggression. Healthy coping like journaling or talking to friends help, while avoidance like gaming too much, sleeping too much, or make things getting worse. The third one is coping and support. Support from others is crucial. Teens often open up more to friends or siblings. School counselors are very helpful. Single parents may struggle, but open and empathetic communication reduce negative effects. Schools should provide counseling programs, peer support groups, and train teachers to notice early warning signs. The last one is a long-term effect. If not handled well, divorce can lead to long-term issues like unstable self-identity, difficulty performing relationship, and ongoing mental health problems. Avoidance coping can block their independence. Protective factors such as involved parents, healthy communication, and early school interventions help teens recover and grow more stronger.
Besides its impact on children, divorce also has significant consequences for the couple involved. Psychologically, many parents experience emotional instability after divorce. Prolonged stress and feelings of loss often develop into depression, especially when individuals feel they have failed to maintain their marriage. Divorce often triggers an identity crisis, where individuals begin to question their identity, their role in life, and their future direction. Simultaneously, anxiety and fear about the future also arise, particularly regarding financial well-being and child care responsibility. In financially, divorce can worsen a family financial situation. The separation of a household into two separate living units increase living costs, from housing to other daily necessities. This situation often leaves one or even both parents experiencing financial hardship and reduce a standard of living, forcing them to move a smaller residence or a different neighborhood. Furthermore, divorce also impact in psychical health. Chronic stress experienced over the long term can increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, several studies have shown that individuals who have experienced divorce are at higher risk of mobility impairment in old age, such as muscle and joint problems, which ultimately increase the likelihood of falls and fracture. Relationally and socially, divorce can significantly alter a family dynamic. Relationship with children, relative, and friends often shift, even becoming distant. The greatest challenge arises in parenting, as a parent must share the responsibility of raising and educating children in the absence of their spouse, which require not only practical adjustment but also profound emotional adjustment.
When a family through a divorce, children often face change they never expected. To understand this better, research from Yogyakarta State University explore how this experience shaped the children's academic and social life. Based on research by Yogyakarta State University, parental divorce has a meaningful impact on the children's academic and social development. Through a qualitative study involving interviews and observation with 35 participants, the research is highlights children's real psychosocial experience rather than relying on numerical data. When it comes to learning, many children start to face the challenges. Their grade drops, their motivation decreases, and staying focused in a class become more so difficult. These academic struggles are often tied emotional distress, like feeling of sadness, anxiety, confusion, or even sense of loss, that arise during and after the divorce. This emotion can make it harder for them to fully participate in learning process. In their social life, children may become withdrawn or insecure. Some find it harder to communicate, interact with others, or manage their emotions. They may struggle to express what they feel, which can affect friendship or their behavior in social life. Even so, the effects are not the same for every child. With steady emotional support, open communication, and guidance from parents, teachers, or school counselor, many children are able to adaptation and continue growing and positively. So overall, although parental divorce can create obstacles in children's learning and social work, the right support can help them to move through this transition with the strength. With care, guidance, and sense of security, children can continue their life, growing, adaptation, and find their own path forward.
Okay, so next, what is coparenting? Coparenting is how two parents work together to take care of their child even after separation or divorce. It is not about being a couple anymore, but it is about being a good team for the child. Co-parenting includes how parents communicate, how they share responsibilities, how they support or criticize each other, and how they manage conflict. Why is co-parenting important? Research shows that healthy co-parenting helps children feel safer, calmer, and more emotionally stable. However, when parents keep fighting, blaming each other, or involve the child in their conflict, children are more likely to develop anxiety, aggression, low self-esteem, and academic problems. This means divorce itself is not the biggest problem. The real problem is ongoing conflict between parents. A child can still grow up happy and healthy if parents communicate respectfully, support each other parenting role, avoid arguing in front of the child, and focus on the child well-being. Therefore, positive co-parenting is an important protective factor for their children in divorced families.
So, when parents get divorced, it can really affect kids emotional. Many children feel anxious, sad, confused, and they make even lose focus at the school. Some have trouble getting along with others because they don't feel safe or they don't feel understand what's happening with their family. But studies also show that kids aren't always stuck in a bad situation. They can actually grow stronger if they get the right support. Simple things like talking to someone they trust, expressing their feeling through stories or art, or learning how to communicate better can really help them cope. Therapy also makes a big difference, especially when kids and parents join a session together, like in parent-child interaction therapy. It helps improve their relationship and reduce emotion or behavioral issue. On the top of that, parents need to learn how to work together after divorce without fighting in the front of the kids. When parents cooperate, kids feel safer and more relaxed.